Well, good day everyone, and welcome back to our one of our vlog journal episodes right now. So you might be wondering why we are still covering up the mooring thing again. Well, turns out from our previous vlog episode, what happened was that we were successful, of course, in the mooring operation previously went along, and you can see from the last vlog journal, we were having, we were vlogging that we were having, say, bad weather during that time. And apparently what happened on that part was that our vlogging journal was that our ship there went on to berth for about a day, but due to the problems regarding the what do you call this, regarding the weather, this ship had to pull out and then went to an anchorage area for at least a day, and then now go back again here on the same port. It's more like repeating the same job for 2 days. So yeah, that's what happened there. So technically this is the second mooring operation that is happening after Yantai. And the first one, of course, was that we had to pull out because of the weather stuff, and it's kind of a bit of a shame because we were expecting that it would be only one, just only one job. But it happens that what happened was that we have a part 1 and part 2. So this one, we're now going through the what do you call this, the second part of the our work here, because our second mooring operation, because of they canceled the earlier berth and we had to anchor.
Okay.
Now we're going back. The shipping again is now going back to port. So you can see here that the weather right now is quite good compared to the previous vlog episode that we had, or the previous mooring session that we had, where the weather was very poor, very rainy, not so much to what do you call this, not so much to talk about, because the weather. So now we're on the second mooring operations here, and we're basically doing the same thing all over again. So for now, the weather is quite beautiful compared from last time, so we can now get a good view on what is happening on the actual mooring operations. And you can see there's no more obstructions here on my video. So you can see that everything here is being caught on video in a very clear quality. So right now we're going to do the first part of our mooring operations, which is basically securing the tug line. So we've already pulled out the first one. So this is the first line that is connected on the starboard side of the ship. So I'm basically the one who's securing the tug lines here to the bits. There we go, nice. So already that's the first one. We got 2 more incoming tug lines up in the way, but that will come in a few minutes, of course. So you can see now clearly on on my first person view here on what I'm doing during the mooring operations. So it's very more like the video kind of reminds me of if you ever play first person shooter games, this is the thing that kind of reminds you. But you can see my point of view here with my hands and all on the lower screen. So there we go. Our first tug line is now secured. And of course, I think we're now going on the second tug line, which is located on the port side of the ship, or which is more like connected to the port side. So there we go. And I am the one more like heaving up the tug line using the what do you call this? I know this one what's called in Tagalog, but I'm not sure what's called in English. I think drum. yeah, the I'm sorry, I'm not very good when it comes to the terms, when it comes to nautical terms, but I do know how to work with my, but I do know well about my work, so don't, don't mislead that I am not very, I'm just not very good on what calling this thing is or what's the proper term for that thing. All I know is that I know how to operate that machinery. That's it. So there, yeah, we'll just have to wait here for a few moments and wait for the signal coming from the other side if I'm going to heave up the tug line. Right, yeah, I guess that's part of the, part of work. We really have to wait. So I'm just googling my tiger rope here. By the way, this one's called a tiger rope because, I don't know, they kind of figure out it was more like a tiger stripes because, you know, tigers, they have a yellow fur with black stripes thing. So, colloquially, we call this tiger ropes. The tiger ropes, they can be very thick, they can be very thin. And on these guys, doesn't matter, we just call them tiger ropes because it's of its yellowish color with stripes. So there. Alright, I guess I have to wait for a few minutes for them to signal if the tug line is, heating up the ropes or securing the ropes, or more like tying it up on the end. Right, so okay, I guess the signal was made, so I have to roll it here on this drum. So remember, when dealing with very heavy loads, you have to circle the drum 3 times just to have a very stable support in heaving up the heavy tug lines. So you can see here that that my tiger ropes on the drum is 3 of them. So I have 3 rolls, or actually it's more like 4. But 3 should be enough for you to, or for mooring operations to heave up a sizable or a medium weight type of tug line. Yeah, tug line. Sorry. So it let's just say inside it creates enough surface area for it to hold the and turn up the tug line. So we're going to release it now because it probably reached the bits and I have to secure the tug line on that bits. So you can see here I am moving fast and I am actually running thanks to the camera. There's no shiny images. Okay, there we go. We have now secured that. Nice. So that goes for tug line number 2. So there's one more tug line left, which is tug line number 3. So we both got 1 tug line on the starboard side and 1 tug line on the port side of the ship. Okay, so I guess we'll just leave the tiger rope there. And we'll just wait for the 3rd tug line. So this might, we'll just have to hide here underneath on this, underneath this pipes here. So these are my co-workers just, chilling out and waiting for the actual mooring on the port. So we're kind of like discussing here what's the sizes of the jersey that we're gonna print out. It's kind of like a tradition in the maritime that Filipinos always print out jersey shirts and jersey shorts, jersey tank tops. It's more like souvenir item. Alright, so I guess we're already now near on the port, and we didn't cover up the 3rd tug line because it's just a waste of I guess memory. So anyway, we're already now deploying here our mooring lines. So we'll start first with the spring lines. In every mooring scenario or mooring situation, the ship always pays out or deploys the spring lines, which is basically let's just say they are the farthest rope from either what do you call this, either forward or aft side. Okay, so we'll just basically we'll just wait here because we're already near at the port facility here. You can see here on the video or the images that it's just basically now on the starboard side. We're almost near. Right. Okay, we'll just wait here in my case because I think one of my co-workers will be the line thrower on the rope, which will basically be used as a guide to our spring lines here to be deployed on the shore. Okay, so I guess the lines have already been deployed here this video, on this part. So what? Let me check. Well, basically, I'm the guy in the near the winch machinery, so I'm probably gonna heave up something here. Well, basically, I'm just heaving up the port sides heating line there. So it's a lot of rope work, of course. So I have to be careful because of accidents and such. So you can see here, I already made at least three. What do you call this? 3 circles on the capstan drum of the winch machinery, just to make a good, so you know it could create what do you call this? So it could effectively heave up the ropes coming from the port side or from the shore side, I guess. So there we go. That's nice and sweet operation, so no problem with that. Yeah, we'll just have to, yeah, we'll just have to wait. Okay, so we've successfully heated up the heaving line coming from the shore side. And now what we're going to do is basically we're just going to put the line here on our spring line so that they could guide it and deliver it to the shore side. So you can see the procedure here on what we did here or during the mooring operations. And of course, right, okay, I had to get the check.
Sasama to, itong isang ano, yung tawag dito?
They asking on the middle, not the middle. This is not middle, this is only the 30%. They asking middle.
Yeah, well, this is a little bit discussion over here, but here's how we operate or move during mooring. So basically, from my understanding, we had to pay out 2 at a time. Yeah, 2 at a time.
Tapos sama ko yung ano, heaving line.
Okay, but I think the suggestion here is that if it's too heavy, we'll just have to pay out our lines here one by one. So we used the shore side feeding rope here with a shackle. So you can see it to tie it up with 2 of our spring lines there. There we go. Nice.
Wait lang.
Nice.
Okay na.
Hindi, baba dyan, pupunta sa inyo.
Right, so it's a kind of like a tricky part, and we have to work fast regarding this type of work. But I guess it's much more easy to work with this one compared to, you know, it's much, mooring is quite easier on oil tankers compared to other ships. Yeah, it's quite heavy. Unfortunately, this specifically the ports in China do not require a mooring boats. For some reason, we had to use heaving lines just to deliver them to the shore side. Now, several different ports from other countries do not use heaving lines at all. We just basically lower our spring lines because they already have mooring boats for them to deliver the ship's line from our side to the shore side. But unfortunately, Yantai, China doesn't have one, so we're kind of stuck with the mooring operation, or we kind of stuck to have a long mooring operations. But anyway, this is quite interesting because on the fact that we're going to have this video taken, so at least this will be good for the academic side, for any student sailors out there in the future to see personally and up close on the video on how we deploy our ship's lines, or how we secure the ship to the short side port. So our person here is the one who's gonna, okay, nice, that is good, very very smooth, tight kind of work. And we are now have to pay out the ropes here. Oh, it might look simple, or it might even look like it's light, but actually the ones that we carry here weighs more than 10 kilograms. I think based in my from the look of it, it takes 2 persons to fully lower the rope, so you can estimate it's about 20 plus more kilograms at least, of maybe even 30 if based in my estimation. Because we don't have a weighting scale during that kind of job, so we'll just leave it to other people's imagination on how heavy that. The only thing I can tell is that it takes about 2 people to lower the ship's line. Alright, so we're now operating the winch machinery here for the lines to be secured. So this is basically our operator right now, or a designated operator as a ship, as a winch operator is the engine guy from the engine department, which is fitter. Now mooring crews depend on, it's a ship-to-ship thing. There's some instances where the winch operator or the engine crew is not involved when it comes to mooring. There are ships of course, but on this case, on our ship specifically, the engine crew here that we had as a winch operator is fitter. So he's the one who's gonna be the operator of the winch, and us deck crew here will be the ones lowering and fastening the deck lines, or the deck what do you call this, deck mooring lines. So basically, fitter here from the engine department is our sole dedicated winch operator. Well, of course, I myself can operate the winch, or anybody on the crew can operate the winch, but he's just the designated one. So he's the only one who's supposed to be in the winch, at the moment, because we're kind of busy doing all the rope work. Now, by the way, we're using we call this steel cables for the mooring, because it's more durable and it can definitely hold a lot of stress compared to a nylon rope. Okay, so it's kind of a long process anyway. So anyway, on my case, I'm here also as more like the second winch operator, aside from fitter, in case fitter is too busy operating the winch and another winch is needed. I am of course the unofficial designated second winch operator. But if fitter is available, I'm just basically on this side of this machinery, more like assisting him in regards to the winch, operations of the winch.
Disengage!
So there we go. Nice, very smooth work.
Okay na to.
Seems that we've already secured the first line there. So that's basically the hand signals, the one that you kind of saw earlier. That's basically, a hand signal that we use. Of course, it's not an official hand signal. Okay, so we've already finished on the spring lines. We're now moving on to the breast lines. You know, when it comes to mooring, it's always first to be deployed is the spring lines. The second will be the breast lines, and the final lines, the ship's lines, will be the headline. So it's kind of like, Okay, so we're now gonna remove the tug line that we secured earlier in the video. Okay, there we go. Nice. That's another sweet operation. Oh, also, before we end the video, I would just like to ask if it's okay with you, for you watchers to kindly ask or kindly, click on the like and subscribe button. It will really help me a lot when it comes to, the YouTube algorithm stats. It might be a big, it might be a small gesture for you, but it's a big help for us content creators here, who watch the videos. So yeah, anyway, going back to our video here, so you can see here we're kind of busy now, moving through and securing the mooring ropes for the breast lines. So same thing, we have to secure first the heaving rope that is given to us by the shoreside connection or the shoreside facility. And once we've already heaved it up on deck, we're going to use that and what do you call this? We're going to use that heaving line to tie up the ship's line so that they could pull it up and deliver it on this side. Right. Okay, so we're doing good now on this one. So yeah. So I am the second winch operator and basically the fitter's assistant when it comes to operating the winch machinery here. So that's basically my job there on the mooring, when it comes to mooring. So there we go. Two of my co-workers have heated up and are disconnecting the shackle that was from the shore side, and this is the rope from the shore side. We're just gonna simply connect it and tie it up on our ropes here so that they can pull it up and heat it up on this side and secure it there on their dolphin. Yeah, that's I think that's what they call it, the dolphin pins or something. I'm sorry, I'm not very good when it comes to nautical terms or this and that. I do know how to work, and I work efficiently. Okay, you can see here our bosun and our deck cadet is live in action when it comes to mooring. Some deck cadets, specifically the foreign guys, they do not involve their deck cadets on actual mooring operations. They're just simply there to, of course, observe and watch on what as deck guys here do. But in the Philippine, the Philippine deck cadets or Filipino deck cadets are actually more hands-on involved when it comes to mooring operations. And yes, they are heaving up and delivering those mooring ropes side by side alongside with us. Right, nice. Okay, that's good. Right, so I kinda wasn't really good when it comes to deployment.
Okay.
My bad.
Okay, clear.
Right, we're gonna go for clear because we're gonna pay out this our breast lines here, or our mooring ropes, and it's two of them.
Clear.
So we're clearing. We're staying away for a few distance. Okay, nice. So basically the same thing again on what we did a few moments ago. There we go. Very nice and smooth mooring operations. So this is basically the guide rope that we tied in to the shore so that we could retrieve the shore side's heaving
Okay.
line, or yeah, heaving line. So I'm not very good when it comes to explanation. I do apologize. There might be some terms that I might be mispronouncing, or what do we call this, mispronouncing or naming it incorrectly, but that doesn't matter. I would just like to apologize for that because sometimes I'm not very good. I do admit I'm not very good when it comes to terms or naming this specific equipment. But of course, despite that, that doesn't necessarily mean that I cannot do my job well. Okay, so the winch is now laying out those mooring cables. So as usual, I will be assisting Peter here when it comes to the operation of the winch. Right, so we're now heaving up the our mooring lines here, so you can feel the sound on the tension drum on that. Okay, so we'll just have to wait for our chief officer there to signal us to secure those mooring ropes. Okay, sometimes it kind of takes a while for him because he's kind of more like estimating it. Alright, so I guess it took quite a while, so I had to shortcut it. So we're now securing our mooring ropes here, or mooring wires.
Kabila.
Right, nice.
Disengage.
Alright, moving on to the next winch machinery. So we're probably going on the forward area because all of our breast lines here have already been secured alongside with the spring lines. So the only thing left now, or the final part of this mooring operations, will be the headlines. Okay, same procedure thing. Heave up the ships, or heave up the shore sides heaving lines there. So you might notice the term bira. It basically means it's more like a nautical term or a universal nautical term, which means heave up. If you see a seafarer calling out the bell and up bira, or that means heave up something. It's either rope, an object, or anything, as long as it means heaving up. That's kind of unique term that we used on in the maritime. It's kind of it has its own language anyway. Okay, so I've already got now the heaving line here on the short side. But unfortunately, my co-worker here says that I should just hold on the line and let them do the let them do tie the ropes to our mooring lines. By the way, since we, if you noticed, since we're all Filipinos here, we kind of use our local language when it comes to, when it comes to this kind of work, because, it's Filipino to Filipino, language thing, so we kind of use the local language or local native language. Of course, if we're operating as a mixed crew, the working operational language will be English, but since we're almost all Filipino here, or almost all crews, us are majority Filipinos, Actually, all of us here are working on this side of the
Ready?
of mooring our
Okay,
own Filipino.
tama
So
na.
we just
1,
use
2,
our
3.
local language, which is Tagalog, or our local national language. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing again. Okay, so we'll just basically mostly here we'll just be playing out this mooring lines there.
Okay.
Okay, so the first set of headlines is already secured and tied. Oh, well, not exactly secured, but already delivered to the shore side.
Yan.
There we go. Nice. So unfortunately, due to my equipment's limitation, I only got a limited charge on my battery. I was not able to cover fully the whole mooring operations, but at least we did cover at least as much as about 80% of the whole mooring operations. But that's not bad because, well, at least we got gave the public here the initial idea on how we operate during the mooring operations, or how we secure the ship to the port facility. So anyway, before we end this video, this is Operator 214. I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you again on our next video. So bye bye for now. Bye bye.